Hello. So today we'll be studying the universal joint. The universal joint is used to connect two shafts which are not along the same axis. So in this figure, we can connect one shaft here and other shaft here. So one shaft will be inserted in this fork, the second shaft will be inserted in the other fork, and we'll be having two pins and two forks, two keys. When the shafts are at different angle or maintaining other angle than being in the straight line, we'll be using this type of joint. So when we are using this joint, whenever the input shaft is making one full revolution, the output shaft also makes one full revolution, but with varying rpm. If the two shafts are along the same line, whenever the input shaft is making one revolution, output shaft will also make one revolution, but with the same rpm or same angular velocity. But when the angle are different or angle are of the shafts are different other than straight line, the angular velocities will be different. So this is the animation part of our universal joint. So these are the variables. Beta is the angle between two shafts. If I am making 0, we can see that the input shaft blue and output shaft green are along the same line. Now, if I increase this beta, let us say I am increasing the angle between two shafts to say 22 degrees. Now you can see that the angle is different. If I am asking, initially will make 0 and I will ask to plot the graphs, we can see that the plotted graph will be a straight line because the angular velocity of input and output shaft is same, that is constant. The angular velocity of the input shaft is usually assumed to be constant because it is rotated by a prime mover. Now if I change this beta, now let us see what happens. See, now I am making the angle of rotation or angle between two shafts as 31 degrees. So we can see that the output shaft is tilted, and if I increase this omega, if I'm making say this one as up to say 1.4, we can see that there is a variation in angular velocity of the output shaft, while the angular velocity or rpm of the input shaft will remain the same. Like this, by varying the or by having different shaft angles, also we can transmit the motion. But one thing we have to note in case of universal joint is, whenever this input shaft is making one full revolution, the output shaft also makes one full revolution, no doubt. But if the shaft angles are different, we can see that the angular velocities are different at different intervals. So in one revolution, the rotation will be one only, or in given time, the time taken for one revolution is same for both shafts, but with different angular velocities. If I am taking this one to say extreme values, say 59 degrees, we can see that there is a large amount of variation in case of angular velocity of the output shaft, while the angular velocity of the input shaft remains the same. Like this, whenever we are using the shafts which are not along the same axis, at that time we'll be using the universal joint. And we have to identify the applications where the angular velocity may not equality of angular velocity may not be required. That is, if it is sufficient that in one revolution or in a given time both will be completing one revolution, that much is sufficient, then we can go for the universal coupling in that case. Thank you.